walking out onto a field is like I would have clutter in my head. I would have doubts and worries and just like everything that you have as like a high-end player. The shade from the tunnel finally comes over your head and you walk out onto a field and the beginning beat of Tuscan Leather starts and you just like close your eyes for a second and wake up and you're like on the 10-yard line jogging out on the field like just, and it was a completely different person came out of me.
Yes, sir. I mean, there's really no introduction that needs to be got. I'm with a fucking GOAT for real. With Mr. Football himself, my brother, Johnny Football. What's up, brother?
My man. Two legends in our own right.
Man.
You know that.
On with the Heisman.
If you haven't played NCAA 05, seen Trojan highlights, seen it all, this is the guy I came after.
I appreciate that, man. If you could relive any like one game from your college career, what would it be?
I would relive the 2012 Cotton Bowl against Oklahoma. I think I was telling people this yesterday, watching the Cowboys play the Chiefs. I think that Cowboys Stadium is the best, most energy-friendly as a player stadium to play in. Like when you come out of the tunnel, you're on the field. I was at a Raiders game last week, brand new stadium. It doesn't have 20% of what Cowboy Stadium is. Haven't been to SoFi yet, but there's still like no way that it can really compare. So for me, like only other place that I could see that like maybe would have the lore of football like history, there's two places. Maybe Lambeau, maybe the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe. But like for me, the 2012 Cotton Bowl, to answer the question, is like to go back and relive that game. Like I was so young, man, and like so many people were talking shit about me winning the Heisman and doing all these award shows and doing all this shit, and that I wasn't practicing, I wasn't taking it serious, that I took it fucking personal to come into this bowl game and be like, yo, I want to come after a motherfucking team that beat the shit out of us.
Yeah.
When I was a red shirt. We're in Norman, it's cold. Visitor bleachers are all the way back up to the stands, and the fans are right here. They're spitting on you and talking shit. They're fucking disgusting motherfuckers. And we came into Jerry World on the biggest stage on fucking New Year's Day and fucking bent them over and smacked that fucking ass. Pause. Bad. 229 rushing yards. Didn't score a point in the second half. They didn't. Landry Jones went out sad. Kenny Stills went out sad. A bunch of boys went out sad. No, Kenny, you're my dog.
Yeah, Kenny's our guy.
You.
But BTA, man, that was built to ass.
Ask Tony Jefferson. He will tell you the truth. And we move on. Life goes on.
Life goes on. T-Jeff's my dog, too. But it's crazy we have that in common. Because, you know, we built to ass that Oklahoma years ago when they had Jason White. He was a Heisman Trophy winner. Whooped some ass, but it was a great time, man.
Feels good to beat up on OU, to be honest.
Yeah, because they're a blue blood, though.
Man, they're a blue blood. They have a lot of success. You look at the Baker years, the Kyler years. You go back, Sam Bradford, Jason White, like you were saying. You go back even further. Like they have had success.
Yes, sir.
When you win that much and you finally smack the shit out of them, I don't feel bad for them, not at all.
I want to know if the top 3 SEC stadiums that you've ever played in.
Man, that's a good question. You have to put Alabama up there.
Woo! I've never been down there, Johnny.
For sure. I went to a game again this year, just as special as it's always been.
Yeah.
They're just passionate because they win so much.
You're right.
I really enjoyed Auburn.
I played in Auburn my freshman year.
I thought it was sick. I went and played Cam 2014 in Carolina. And I walked into that stadium, and the first thing I thought was, damn, this ain't Auburn.
This is not Auburn, right?
And they were like 3-8, and the place was fucking packed. The Eagle flies in, like, okay, respect. Third,
Auburn is called.
The politically correct answer is LSU. But my experience at LSU, I didn't get the full experience.
Yeah.
I got a rainy, under construction Tiger Stadium. I didn't get the full thing.
Yeah.
So the politically correct answer is LSU for sure. Out of the people that I played, I didn't go play between the hedges. I didn't go to Tennessee. I didn't go to the Swamp. So my third of what I played in of the best environment would have to be Ole Miss, because we played there twice. And they had us on the ropes twice. The place was rocking. We were ranked really high the next year and came in, and they stripped me. They went up 10. You know, they're fucking laughing.
Yeah.
And they took 2 L's. In the end of the thing.
Season.
Yeah, money season right in their fucking face. Yeah. So those are my 3. Definitely Alabama, Auburn, and Ole Miss were the best experiences that I got.
That's dope as hell. I've played in Auburn when I was a freshman in USC, and it was like Ronnie, Cadillac.
Yeah, that's a crazy squad. It's a crazy squad.
Yeah, they had a crazy Carlos Dansby and all.
They will really run downhill on your ass.
Yeah, they was doing it, but we went down there and whooped that ass, man. Pause. So it was a great feeling that, you know, like when you walk in the SEC stand, it's like it shuts down in those cities because it's all they're there for sure.
Man, Toomer's Corner, like you have fucking so much history and stuff behind everything that goes on in the SEC that it's like,
yeah,
you know, they're really about that fucking life down there.
Man, they are.
You go to fucking LA, you may see a fucking USC hat one every 5 miles in Auburn.
Yeah.
In Alabama.
That's it.
You're gonna see nothing but that.
But that's even here, like, I mean, because Texas A&M and Texas are so close, but it's like I walked in here, you don't see nothing but, you're going to see.
Maroon and orange.
Yeah, the burnt orange for sure. You're going to see Aggie gear. There's no way around it.
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
travel well.
There's no in-betweens, man. And I'm looking, it's like, yeah, the Texas A&M for sure traveled well. Bro, who would be your your dream QB, like, to train with or, like, collaborate with if you had a chance?
It's really always got to be a guy who I would love to see like really spin the rock, especially like in his prime. If you take it back to the past and like assert yourself in, let's say, 2005.
Yeah.
It's Michael Vick.
Mike 7.
It's Michael Vick. I mean, Lamar's a guy that I would love to be around and like watch train, but like for me, it's Vick.
Yeah.
Like I've had people ask me in the past like, who's your GOAT of the NFL quarterback, and it's like. For me, It was that 7 in the Falcons jersey. Like that shit for me was life-changing, exhilarating. The reason I played football the way that I did was because of him. Like I wanted to be the white cracker Michael Vick. 100%. That's what I wanted.
Man, it makes sense, but when you went out there, you played definitely similar.
And Vince put me on a lot of games too, man. For real, Vince. I learned a lot of how to rush the football and be a scrambler from Vince.
10, cold. I don't think people understand how good Vince Young were. Like I know, like what I hate about like football sometimes is that people.
He's a top 5 college football player of all time.
I agree with you. I can't. I'll put Reggie up there.
Reggie's in there for sure. Tebow's in there for sure.
Yeah, and when I say
you're gonna go back and look throughout the laurels of history, you're gonna find some guys like.
Barry Sanders as well.
Yeah, it's hard to put like not Ndamukong Suh on the list.
Even
like, there's guys in there who like really
Charles Woodson.
And there's older heads in there that didn't win a Heisman that were like just really like unstoppable forces. But for me, and the way I view the game, which is different than most people, a little less maybe logical in the sense, but like, you know, Vince was a guy who changed the culture.
Man, I played
being in this state for sure.
I mean, we got to see it last week. I mean, 10 he's number 10 for a reason. He's up in the Raptors and they love him for a reason. I mean, I hate to say it, but he beat my Trojans. I
love him off the field too.
Yeah, the motherfucker, he's a way better guy off the field. What is one sign that gets you hype every single time?
One sign?
No, I'm sorry, one song that gets you hype every single time.
That's probably Tuscan Leather.
We know Drizzy.
Yeah, Tuscan Leather. That second year, 2013. Like even when we were struggling, you know, you're coming back trying to win a second Heisman. I just met Drake, gone on tour in the off season. Like for me, that song, like walking out onto a field, is like I would have clutter in my head. I would have, you know, doubts and worries and just like everything that you have as like a high end player leading a team going through a SEC gauntlet. Yeah. So like, you know. The shade from the tunnel finally comes over your head and you walk out onto a field and the fucking beginning beat of Tuscan Leather starts and it just like close your eyes for a second and wake up and you're like on the 10-yard line jogging out on the field and it was a completely different person came out of me and it was like that started that and then like still even to this day I can sit here with my bitch ass manager and whoever else wants to like be in the room or whatever and Tuscan Leather is one that will all sit in the car and be like, whoa.
That's a cold song.
That'll bring me back to the fucking field of the SEC. I can smell the grass when that song comes on.
Hey, you're like a cold storyteller. You know that?
I like to tell stories, man. I
Hey,
like
the
to
way
tell
you
tales.
talking about like how you know what I mean? Like you getting detail. It's pretty cold, bro.
Nah, bro.
I can't cap.
You to be able to have people that, you know, listen to the pods, listen to the stuff. I think to be able to paint a picture, you know, in your mind of what it is and explaining it to other people in a way that they can be like, yo, if I close my eyes and I hear what he's saying,
Yeah.
you know, you picture yourself walking out of that tunnel. And it's all
Yes,
dark,
sir.
and then you come out and it's all light, and then you hear noise and it's everything, and it's like,
And then
and
Drizzy.
it's completely different. And then you got the greatest artists of all time and old Beats headphones that used to flip up on the
Yeah.
side, and they were so good, and you were just like, man, I probably went through like 6 pairs of those things. I spent half my per diem money on every
Man.
pair of Beats, and I was buying them off fucking Craigslist too.
Yeah, they have no idea about per diem. Motherfuckers got NIL. We had to use our per diem.
Yeah. Marcel Reed, you get direct deposit, motherfucker. I used to get 786 from Texas A&M, and I still ain't got $1.00, but you're welcome.
Who's your coolest teammate ever? I seen you with Flash a couple days. You know that's a cool
Yeah,
motherfucker.
JG
Love
is
Flash.
definitely up there. Joe Hayden is definitely up there.
Yes, sir.
But from like a point of bonding and what it means to like really start the idea of like real brotherhood, it has to be Mike.
Mike Eugene.
Like it has to be Mike Evans.
Hence the Eugene. You're only a Eugene if you ball out. Johnny Eugene Manziel. You know, you got Mike Eugene
crazy, bro. What he had a kid in college, bro. Like the shit he was going through to like look at him where he is now. I'm like so proud of him because he deserves everything and then some. He deserves to be paid the same salary from now until he's 90 from the Bucks.
Yeah.
And from A&M and double dip it. That guy is the salt of the earth, the #1 type of person you should strive to be, that you should want your husband to be, your brother to be, your son. And I got to build that bond with him to where we may not talk for 18 months.
Yeah.
But the second we do, it's like 2012 all over again.
Yes, sir.
And it will never miss a beat. And I respect him and the fact that his life is in a different direction and his grind is different than mine, and he does the same for me. Yes, and it's all so much love with his family and his girls, and I'm watching them get older, and it's just a special relationship that football gives you in life that allows you the ability to be able to come close with somebody that you know, will be in my wedding one day standing right next to me, that one way or another, whether it be vice versa, will be either carrying my casket or I'll be fucking carrying his type of shit. Because that is a guy I will be born into this life that I live now with, and I will go out the same motherfucking way with.
Hell
he is that forever.
I had a chance to, I met Mike years ago with Deshaun Jackson, but ever since I've met him, everything that you speak is the same shit. He treats me exactly like, you need tickets, whatever, you need a game, like whatever it may be, he makes sure I get it. So.
He is 100% A1 genuine human being.
And definitely for me, people say they want top 5 receiver of all time. I don't give a damn. Argue with your mammy for sure, Mike Evans. What's one thing that fans would be surprised to learn about you? I know, I said it earlier, it's like, I've been around a lot of quarterbacks, and a lot of quarterbacks and their egos are fucking through the roof. And they
I would
feel
think
like
about how approachable I am.
Exactly.
In reality, like how easy it is to come up and have a very normal conversation with me if you approach me with the right energy and the right tone.
Yes,
if you come up to me as a human being, no matter the situation, no matter security or whatever, or who's there, like if you approach it in the right way, I would love to sit down for a couple minutes and hear where you're from, what your story is, the way my story impacted your life. I think that is one thing that people don't always see from the outside, and everybody has an opinion of me, but that's one that I think is different. And people, 95% of the time that interact with me will say that. Now, there is 5% of people out there will be like, yo, that guy's the biggest dickhead ever.
Man, fuck him.
It could be warranted, could be not, but fuck him.
We'll say, I know 4% of it is warranted. Now maybe 1% is like, hey, I might be cussing.
No, there's times I turn up on motherfuckers for sure.
Off of that, what's like one of the wildest fan interactions you ever had?
Man, in college, when I did the Scooby-Doo outfit and I went out as Halloween as Scooby-Doo, I would go out to autograph signings for years after that, and a motherfucker would pull up to the autograph signing dressed as Scooby-Doo, and that shit to me was just like,
yeah,
that was one day in my life that like I went out with my friends in college and was just like, I want to wear a dumbass outfit.
Yeah.
And it turned into being something that like stuck and ended up being like memorable enough where like 6, 7, 8 years later, somebody comes in public as a grown ass man.
Yeah.
In a Scooby-Doo costume, like, yo, he fucked with that so hard, it stuck with him so long. He's like, yo, this is gonna be hilarious. And you know what? It was.
It is, yeah.
So for me, that's one that always sticks out of my head for sure.
But you know what's crazy about that is like, it's kind of humbling too, because a motherfucker loves you that much that they're willing to go out and try to be like you that much. You know what I mean?
Listen, the love is what it's all about, right?
For sure.
I end conversations or end, small interactions with people with the sentence, all love.
All love.
Always.
Yes, sir.
And I guess behind it is the meaning of it where like, us being in the space that we're in, we deal with so much negativity and so much, you see so much right off your first tweet or your first Instagram post of people saying negative shit.
Yeah.
That you completely disregard the love and the good stuff.
Yes, sir.
To the point where it's like, you really should, as a person that's in this spot, grip on to
the
love more than the hate. So, that's kind of what I've always gravitated to, and the positive energy of it, and realizing that like the goodness of what you did on a football field outweighs anything that you could have done negatively off it or on it.
For sure. No, they remember the good.
Yeah.
I can't, my guy Mason, he's been with me at USC, he's seen it. It's like, there's been ups and downs. Yes, we lost to Texas and shit like that, but that's never even the first thought. Like, it's always, the positive stuff. So
sure.
I feel you with the love, man. People need to focus on the love a lot more, and should it be awesome.
I think that's just a common thing throughout life and any outside of sports, life, whatever it may be. It's we're in a divisive world already enough as it is. It's like, fuck all that, man.
Yeah.
We're all humans. We're all trying to make it. We all have our struggles. We all go through shit. Like, use your vessel of your life to be able to spread love in whatever way that you can, and positivity in whatever way that you can. And that's leaving a better mark on the world better than you found it.
Man, I really couldn't have said it better. That's what I'm saying. A motherfucker that was outside looking in wouldn't even understand it's all about the love with you. They just think you some
shit, bro. You learn more through the journey, through the bad, and you learn more through a journey of sports. And like, you learn more lessons from losing that game to Texas than you did winning the national championship the year before.
For sure. No, for sure.
It taught you humility. It humbled your ego.
For sure. Yeah. Shit ain't always gonna be right. So you have to find a way to bounce back.
So you're gonna shrink and fucking bitch about it?
Or you gonna bounce the fuck back.
Drop your fucking nuts.
You see what I'm saying? What's crazy about this is a little off script, but it's like, I mean, I did your show, but I told you, like, I was always, I've always been a fan. You know what I mean? Watching you from afar, and then actually, we met in Vegas a couple years ago. We walked by and I seen you, and I'm like, ain't no way I'm gonna let Johnny Football walk by without hollering at him. You know what I'm saying? But it was crazy because in that interaction, like, I don't know what other people may have gotten out of you or what they may have seen, but like the person that I got was like the most humble, like down to earth fucking, like, it's like a little, the way you looked at us, you're like, oh fuck, Chris Johnson, LenDale, like why the fuck would I not take a picture? You know 100%. What I'm saying? So I would like to say thank you for that, because I mean, I done ran into a whole bunch of dickheads in my lifetime, pause.
Same.
You know how it is, and you be thinking like your guys or the people that you watch on TV gonna be cool. You happen to be exactly what I thought, man, so I appreciate it. Johnny, I truly appreciate it, bro. Yes, sir. Love, brother. Season, baby.
You know it.
Yes, sir.